Well, to be falsely accused.
Definitely that. He's
Thank
also
you
a
for
Bobby
outing
supporter.
yourself.
Reasonable doubt. Can you come back up here? I want to know why you didn't reach out to me as one of these women that are in their 20s that Irish is exclusively on. I'm not sure why you weren't asking me if I was okay.
Weirdos. All right, let's go back and listen to this more. Have you been watching this live?
This one, yeah. Just from here, though, not over there.
Because I'm going to see people at 6. So I do have to get off of here at 5. But I'll be right back. Give me 2.
Accountability, keep saying I was love bombed and I didn't know. Like zero accountability. And the fact that like I just because I believed Jones, and that he's saying the only reason I believe Jones is because I love bombed him. He was love bombed by him. But the love bombing was what exactly? Jones saying he loves you? I don't think that's love bombing. Am I crazy? I don't think that's love bombing. Like, Dill literally said that Jones was not in his DMs or texts a lot. Like, what is the love bombing exactly? I'm sorry. I'm not. I think it's just crazy.
Okay, I'm here.
He's back. Let me turn it back up.
I did wash my hands. Thank you for reminding me.
I hate this guy.
I was just thinking, I can't wait to see all how my life gets like pulled apart and stuff.
I don't know. You saying that you're not going to bring someone up, then claiming no one's in the request, and then when people are in the request, you're blocking them and telling them no. That may be clipped.
He's so boring. Like I'm tired of listening to him.
Valid point.
Like just go in circles.
Fully, but I will say everyone has a valid point. Bella, please. Bella. Also, I saw one of the mods say that there's racism in the chat. Can we remove that? I mean, if you're getting them to take accountability, that's on you too. But Bella, enough. So there's a lot of people. I mean, I have 15 minutes. I'm just gonna let the timer run out. Thanks, Ginger. Yeah, I'm gonna let the mods handle the person. Gotcha to the person who just messaged me. Gotcha. What did it go down for? Like it just, turned off? Take an Eddie and enjoy the rest of the day. I'm about to be. Get up. I can't wait to light up. I really do appreciate you guys though. I wanted to that's what I wanted to end with, and I probably have is enough time for that. I want to come through and I appreciate everyone who is, holding me accountable and saying these things. And, the reason I left the comments on and the reason why we aren't muting people and doing as much as we can with that is because I do want to answer people's questions, and to the knowledge and extent that I have of that. I really do appreciate the aspect that we have of community when it comes to accountability. And I think that it's necessary, if we do want to create safe spaces. I also understand that all of us do make mistakes. That doesn't mean that they're excused. And that's just what it is. I know that I've made a mistake, and multiple mistakes at that. And I'm dealing with that in the manner that I'm dealing with that is all I'm saying. And like I said, if I tried to make sure that everyone was satisfied, I would have no energy. I wouldn't be able to breathe. I'm just doing what I can. And Brussels sprouts, yes. And I think Mutang is part of that. Yes. Okay. So yes, Mutang Brussels. Yes, I need to talk to that person, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get involved with her or them, and what my boundary is with them. Because like if they've decided like that's it, then that's it. So like yeah, that was brought up to me. I will say that like that was brought up today, and that was the first time I remembered that name. Mutang. I don't either, and that's a big reason why I was 100% wrong in that. Yeah, not proud of that one either. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that and, you know, allow them to feel the way they feel, of course. I need to take accountability. I think that I am. I have apologized for what I did, and I think I have. And again, if I haven't been doing the right like things or saying the right things, like please message me and like do that. What am I doing for the rest of the day? I am just going to go to a friend's house. I think their son is in town, and I can't wait to meet him. Yeah, it's everyone who demands apologies and accountability I have never heard of in my life. And not to mention a lot of them are white men that I'm watching too. So I think that they're just feeling like their time to shine. I truly just have no clue who it is. So I have a question. Do you think No Reds is responsible for anything? I won't say that they're not responsible for anything. Like that would just be lying, right? But I just don't know what they're responsible for. You know what I mean? You guys robbed us and lied. I personally never robbed anyone. I have never scammed anyone, and I have nothing to do with money ever. So I'm not part of the person who robbed you. That's someone else. I'm not part of the Tough Trip Montana. Never was. No Reds deleted their socials. Kind of sad she is taking the brunt because Jones is silent. Yeah, that's how I feel about it, y'all. Like I truly feel like we're missing the point, and that they're like, even if like they were part of it or a partner of his, like I don't understand why we're still doing that to women. Or femme presenting people for that matter. I just don't get it. And like, I think that it's just out of place for like this person low, like grown man to just be like berating a woman again, saying she knew. You don't know that she knew, and it's just very harmful, like from who you are doing that. Are you guilty by association when it comes to racism? Who? Me? Who's racism? Maybe I answered that wrong. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They, them. Hey, Spirit. I would look this up, his name, and then what I'm doing is talking about how I personally was involved in with him. So because she's a woman, she's not being held accountable. I'm so confused. I'm glad you asked that. So yeah, as men, Trouble, it's not our place to hold women accountable for things that they're doing. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to be a white man holding a woman accountable. Like, I'm sure you are confused. You were also confused at how you were homophobic to me earlier. Like, even if someone did something wrong, it's not my place. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and talk about like things I don't know. Jones has an active, I'm not going to read that out loud because I don't want that to be clipped. There's a comment there. I bet everyone can see it. I haven't seen that yet, and that's why I said I'm not going to read it out loud. I'm not saying it's your place. I was asking in general. No, like in general, it's not my, like I am not holding women accountable. I got your message, and I agree. The person who just messaged me. If you don't know what happened, you can look up his name and go with that. Again, this is not a call out loud. This is just how I was involved. And if anyone had any questions about what I knew, then that's it. So men shouldn't hold men accountable. Got it. So did anyone in here hear me say that a man shouldn't hold a man accountable? Or are we just going to twist things that people say? Question mark? Oh wait, someone said Ivory messaged that. Or with NORADs, two things can be true. They are both someone impacted and complicit. Yeah, the same as a lot of people in this situation, Ivory, like including me. I'm not saying that I wasn't complicit, and I'm sorry, I need to like, I'm just having a conversation, I guess, and I guess my tone can definitely come off as like condescending and stuff, and I don't mean to do that. Ivory, what I was saying is like, yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that, and I think there's more of the manipulation and involvement on that turn than like the complicit and complacence. And we also have to remember, like, when it comes to like being complicit in things, like it's usually because like the fear of being like harmed or something like that, like towards yourself. So you kind of just do things in general to like protect yourself. And I think that there's a lot of people doing that. You guys are protecting Jones and NORADs. Nope. Lo, personally, at this point, you've said like several false things in this live and construed many things incorrectly that I've said out of my own mouth, and I'm not tolerating it anymore. You have nothing beneficial to add. If you had like actual conversations like everyone else, you're more than welcome. Why? Bro, y'all did a whole cancel people tour, but NORADs can't be held accountable. That's not me. I didn't do anything with a cancel people tour, and I actually don't think canceling is ever like a good thing. But the fact that you're still trying to hold a woman accountable is very weird. You're obsessed with gay men and women. I can see that you're definitely gay and you're suffering from your internalized homophobia and misogyny. I get it. Like I have absolutely read your book at this point, Trouble. Yeah, you're right, Lyric. Y'all have to stop saying y'all and all.
Reaction as far
5 more minutes, y'all. Have I heard from NORADs and is she okay? I have personally heard from them, and it is them and they. And they are, from what I know, okay is very subjective, and I don't want to like just say that they're okay because I don't think that they are. Like, I think that this is really harmful, and I think that they're going through a lot of shit, right? So I'm not going to answer that. You know what I mean? Like, I think that that's appropriate. Yeah, they've had lives. They're not okay. Yeah, I would say that they're not okay. I just really don't want to speak for people. Like, that's just not my place. That's not what I'm up here for. And I also don't want people to be, I don't want the spotlight to be put on people who are trying to go through this in their own way. Like, personally, like, this is what I'm doing for myself and for what the community has asked of me. And I just kind of want that. All good, Sweet Red. Yeah, I just want to be like super clear on that. This is not a call out live, and this live is not meant to do any more harm. And that's why the people who are doing harm or like actively like participating in that are going to be removed. Four minutes, 3 minutes, guys. So if you do have any other questions that I'm going to answer, this is the last time I'm going to be public about this. I'm sure there's people recording the live. There's people streaming it. I've got some fans I've heard. So please, if you missed anything, just go back to their videos. And I just hope that they're not clipped to the extreme. And I mean, of course I'm going to see that. Like, I'm going to see how like my positions were misconstrued and that how I was lying and other kinds of things. I get it. Like, I just know how all of this comes. Like, again, the people that are doing that, that's the reason why they're relevant, because that's the only thing they engage in. I mean, that's what they want to do. Grown adults, kind of weird to me, but If it comes out that Dillard Rads knew, my grace runs out. I know about what I know about and what I've been told. But at the same time, if like I do know about things, like I also want people to give me that evidence and saying, instead of saying like, oh, like you just do this or you did that, like I will take accountability for the harm that I've caused. But if I've done something very harmful, like I do expect to see some sort of like something. Usually I can remember those things. And if I don't, then that's that. How did you not know about his ex-wife? He spoke openly calling her crazy. That wasn't a red flag. I personally did not hear him say crazy to answer your question on that. And I knew about his ex-wife to the extent of like that it was his ex-wife and that he doesn't fuck with her anymore. Again, he told me what was told as he was telling it from me as like a friend. And then I learned about his ex-wife later on, like in the last week, about all of this stuff. I actually was on someone's live last night listening to that, and I was like, jaw dropped. Did you know that the daily goals weren't going towards what it was intended for? No, I did not know that. And I will say that that was definitely part of like my complacence is I should have been more involved in like trying to figure that out. And I will say that I did have private messages that I called him privately and told him that like he needs to do this. I've never heard him speak about her on his own. That's how I feel, Lance. And I just didn't want to get into that. Like I just know what I know. Did you get paid for mod work? No, I've never received 1 penny. Thank you, Jess. For the 50,000th time, y'all, anything having to do with money, I have nothing to do with. And that's it. I just don't know anything. Yeah, Mutang, people do act like we hear everything he said. Y'all, personally, I don't go watch live recordings. I don't go sit in lives all day and listen. I'm not in Discords. I'm in a couple people's Discord and I'm not even active. And those people can speak on that. Like, it's just like, I just don't know what's on this app. Peach, I think you asked me this question before. I think that was like, you essentially set me up for the same question. You asked me if I did all of this for free before. Did I not answer that already? All right, guys, it is 5 o'clock. Getting paid to be a mod was a wild take. Although Lance, he did say that he was gonna pay his mods. I will say that. I still want the recording of Jones Live from January 12th. I don't have that, Brussels. I don't know who would have that other than him. Personally. Yeah, most people mod for free, yeah. Like, I don't... He did say he was gonna pay. And his mods prior to the changeover did a ton of work. I will say that, yeah, that like definitely like a couple of the mods like worked on the Discord and did that a lot. But not to mention like most of that stuff is done by mods or other people and not him. Like the back end stuff, like building the Discord and keeping that up and all of this. That's the recording is saying he wrote Tim Wall's speech. I didn't even know he said that. This is nuts. Yo. I was a mod and built his websites. Yeah, see, here you guys go. I mean, it's y'all truly like, we have to take a step back and realize like what's going on. And like that every single person had different amounts of participation. And we all were told different things and we didn't know that we were being told these different things. Hey, Wawa. But yeah, yeah. Oh, so Silky, you have to go on TikTok search. All right, I'm extending it for 3 more minutes and then I'm definitely going to be out of here. I'm going to just clarify that, you know, this live has been streamed. It's been recorded on probably multiple people's platforms. And I definitely advise you to go read and watch those things. I'm sure people are going to have cliff notes and say all they want about me. To be honest, I don't have anything else to give except the private apologies that I plan on doing soon and later with the people who I've been told about, I guess. There's a couple people I need to reach out to. Um, go check my bio. No, Lyric. Or not Lyric. Who just messaged me? Yeah, I just got like 6 fucking messages at the same time. The person who messaged me and I said that was not the message that I was reading. That was weird. I guess because I'm ending the live, everyone's messaging me. I have whoever just messaged me. Just give me 2 seconds and let me answer that. There's definitely 2 you need to reach out to. Russ, do you have any like? Are there anything in particular that I need to do personally? Like, if you don't mind. I'm scared of Irish, apparently. The idea of being scared of that man is like comical within itself, but I'll leave it at that. Ouch. I think I have a pimple in my eyebrow. All right, y'all, 2 more minutes. I asked someone to clarify a question. If they don't feel like it, maybe they can they could message me privately about that. Has Liv, to be great, spoken out? I don't have a personal relationship with Liv, nor do I follow him. And to answer your question, I don't know. I just don't know. They do hurt, and I just found out that I had one. It's killing me. Did you see any of the 5 thermostats? What is that? This is TikTok. Scared of randoms on the internet is wild. Absolutely. People really think that because I'm being like streamed and recorded to Discords and all kinds of shit, that like that scares me. Like people are gonna do what they want. I don't know how that's any different with me going live any other time. His house was so big, he had 5 thermostats. I knew that he was in a big house. I did not know that there was the 5 thermostats. All right, guys, I do want to say, like, again, I'm clearly saying this. It's 5:05. I've been live for 3 hours and 5 minutes, 2 hours and 5 minutes over how long I said I was going to do. I do think that I owed you as a community and like people who are like asking these questions that I do give this like public kind of statement and these things. If I didn't answer anything clearly and you want me to address anything else, you're more than welcome to DM me. And you're also more than welcome to get my Discord. I'm sure like someone you know has it. It's also the same username as this. Yeah, I don't know if I have much of anything else. The person I asked for clarification hasn't responded, so I'm gonna wait for that DM. And I will just like heavily like push if y'all need to talk to me or if I need to talk about something, please DM me. And that's my extent of being public on this platform about this situation. But I do appreciate all of you guys for, again, holding me accountable. I think that's like a good community trait. And I, at the same time need to work on that myself, obviously. So, yeah. Appreciate everyone. And I'm going to go through DMs and have a good day, everyone. Protect your peace. And again, I appreciate y'all and have a good day.
I know he is, and your mama's loving it. I know, Irish.
No, that's my papa. I know that in your culture, you don't have a dad because the dad leaves.
Who don't have a dad? Who don't have a dad?
You
don't know
what's your daddy's name?
Come from the Marines.
What's your daddy's name?
Motherfucker, why you need to know my daddy's name? Why you need to know my daddy's name?
You don't even know your old daddy's name.
Shit. At least let me tell you something, Irish. I'm not fucking my uncle. I'm not fucking my brother. My brother's not fucking my sister.
Or my cousin.
Right.
Oh, shit. Or your father.
Iris, again. Why did you come to the panel?
Iris, I'm mute your mic. Hey, Iris. They're
not letting me unmute my mic.
It is. We not your biggest problem, right?
Well, black people commit incest at a higher rate than white people.
Look, that's what's your biggest problem. The son.
The biggest problem.
Look, the son is your biggest problem. Guess what?
The biggest enemy.
Look, guess what? We got a $2 trillion spending bill, right? So we
36.1%.
Wait, we finna take our dollars and buy up all the sunblock. We're finna even buy. Listen, we're finna buy all the companies that make the sunblock. Listen. We took your protection away. How could you defend yourself?
Your welfare check?
How could you defend yourself if we do that now?
He don't know Mama C.
Welfare check?
He don't know
Wait till
Mama
the first
C
of the month to buy it?
Go look up Mama C. Go look up Mama C and you come back and tell me.
If we take all this sunblock away, how could you defend yourself?
That energy needs to get the hell up out of here, bro. Like, for real, for real.
Funny.
You can't even come outside no more. Go ahead, guys.
Most single mothers are YT. Did you walk away from your children?
Yep, here.
They're the vast majority of the ones who don't have fatherless homes. It's millions more YT children in fatherless homes than black children. So did you walk away from your children? Did your father walk away from you?
I don't think he got none, baby.
What's the point?
Yeah. He a blank shooter.
Now, see, I didn't go that far, but okay.
Blank pew, my bad.
Man, they you got to deal with the sun. There's gonna be times you can't even come outside.
Yo, why do y'all keep muting me constantly? What's with that? What are you guys mad or something? I make you a little angry.
We're not mad at you.
Listen, she asked you a question.
Just so you know, honey, you don't understand per capita rates. Because white women have a total higher.
I 100% understand per capita. It's just empty stats because that includes people who don't walk away from their children. Those people don't count. The only people that count are the ones who have single parent homes and the baby mamas, and most of them are white. They are the only ones that count. The mothers who are not single do not even count. So per capita is just an empty stat that you use to pad your stats to try to make your numbers look better. The fact of the matter is most baby mamas are white because that's what y'all do. Y'all walk away from y'all children. Most fatherless children are YT because y'all walk away from y'all children.
That part.
Okay, now you can speak. Now you can.
Y'all don't understand what a rate is, do you?
You don't understand clearly.
No, you don't understand per capita. You're using total numbers to try and say that somebody does something better. But
I don't think he's that old.
You can't let anyone talk.
Because per capita numbers has to do with people that have nothing to do with it. Per capita numbers includes people who are not walking away from no children. That is completely irrelevant to the people that are. That's the reason you add those, because when you use just raw numbers, when you just take the people who are walking away, it's going to be more of you than us.
What's the point of having me up here if you're going to mute me when I'm having a conversation with someone?
You're not
because you keep interjecting and you won't let anybody talk. You're not talking back and forth like everyone else.
Y'all won't let me talk.
Hi, what's wrong with your little Reddit?
It's pathetic.
We know, Charlie. We know.
Hey,
it's not the right Irish.
What's a rate, honey? What's a rate, love?
Okay.
What's a rate?
5 million more white children in single parent homes than black ones. That's what a rate is.
But not per capita. That's total, honey. That's not what a rate is.
Exactly, total.
Yeah, total isn't what per capita is, honey.
Right, and per person means nothing.
When white people notice how that number isn't 4 times larger than black people's, even though there's 4 times.
See, they kill me with this. They kill me with this BLK stuff.
Y'all just don't
know nothing.
Irish, can you be an adult and allow people to speak, and then you could come off mute to rebuttal, please and thank you.
You having 4 times more people does not excuse you walking away from your children. That doesn't mean that you have to walk away from your children.
Why isn't our total number 4 times higher than if we have 4 times as many people?
That does not mean you have to walk away from your children.
Because you guys do it at a higher rate, that's why.
That is a choice.
You do it at a higher rate.
That is a choice. Yeah, you choose to do it at a higher rate.
But you just said that you do it at a higher rate. Now you're changing your mind.
Exactly. You choose to do it at a higher rate. It's a matter of choice, not
Black
population.
People do.
No,
you don't understand what per capita means, do you, honey?
First, you got to keep it from touching.
First of all, I'm not your honey.
What's per capita then, hon?
An empty stat that has nothing to do with the people who are walking away.
Entirely false. Per capita judges rate
is per person, and that includes babies and people who are unable to walk away from their children.
And it includes
that's why
that for black total, but not more per capita.
And you don't have no excuse.
More total, but not more per capita. Someone doesn't understand per capita.
We're not talking about people drinking water.
85 IQ.
We're not talking about water. That's something that you have to do. Walking away from your children is a choice.
Yup. But
We're talking about 15 million single parents. We're not talking about 100,000 or any of that. We can make up that number with just our numbers alone. We choose not to. You're doing that because you choose to, not because you're the majority of the population.
So why come?
And don't give him on this panel. If you give him, you will get blocked.
You can't argue with a fool.
Why isn't our number 4 times higher if we're 4 times the amount of population? Because we don't do it at a rate that's higher. We don't.
Why do you do it at all? Why do you do it at all? You got all the money and all this and all the resources. You steal all the resources. So why are you walking away from your children? Why are you deadbeat fathers? Excuse me, not to say the D word.
I know who my daddy.
We can't
We're
even.
not.
Couldn't even tell me the name of her daddy.
Why y'all
not
most
tell
of
you
the
the name of
poor?
my daddy?
Nah. What's y'all's father's name?
Why are y'all most of the poor? Most of the people who can't read.
Love, what's your daddy's name?
Most of the people who can't read. Most of the people walking away from their children.
You don't even know your daddy, do you?
Yours molested you.
Rodney Hinton.
What's your
Now,
daddy's
what you
name?
gonna do about that? Rodney Hinton.
What's your daddy's name?
Nah. Yeah, Rodney Hinton. That's who my daddy is. Now go play with him.
You got your answer?
What he about?
What's your daddy's name?
Yeah.
To answer your question as to why it's not 4 times more,
your father's
given that you have so much more money, why is it more at all? Why is it more at all?
What's your father's name? What's your father's name?
We got less money than you, and we still ain't walking away from our children at the rate that you are.
The higher rate.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
All right, we got Black Hammer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you give us your point of view on our heroes on the screen?
Man, God is just check the shit out of his ass.
Black Hammer, can you unmute your mic?
Yes, hello. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. What's your point of view on our heroes here?
So Carmelo, I believe he's innocent. When it comes to Ronnie, I understand it. I understand what he had to do. I don't know about the Tyler case though. But can I just say one thing real quick?
Yes.
So
you
like
have the
the
floor.
Irish person. So the Irish person that y'all was just talking to, that is not the real Irish. He's somebody impersonating the one that I know, because the one that we know he regularly does lives about rape culture and about social justice issues. That man is a fake impersonating him. He does not have a southern draw like that.
He's
nigga,
a pedophile.
I'm telling you right now.
That Irish is a pedophile.
See, that he is fake. I'm telling you right now. He is fake.
The Irish he's talking about is a pedophile.
No,
You are
like
a pedophile.
you fake. We believe him over
The thing is with the Irish I'm talking about, he does have a lot of haters, but it's usually like dudes like him,
So
literal pedophiles and shit.
So is there some truth behind what he said though? Now
No,
we
it's not.
believe you. Hold on, we believe you 50%, right? But it's some truth behind where he said, so we can believe him 50% too.
Some proof. I don't have any. I can link you his page if you want. His Irish and NYC page.
But I'm saying you came and advocated for him and said that he's lying on him and stuff, and he's not him.
He's in the chat. He's in the chat.
Yes, I can.
The real
Yes, I can link.
From the information you know, because he might know something more than you, or maybe you do know. He just said that the guy that you're seeing is a thief.
No, that's not true. Because like he recently did like a campaign where he was exposing a congressman in Texas who was harassing a young woman on this app.
Okay.
Can you bring up Irish NYC06? Is that the real Irish or is that the fake one? Shit.
Well, the fake one got blocked. The real one just entered the chat. On the panel.
Yeah, that is the real one.
Yeah. I don't think he have enough followers unless on his own.
Hey, I just wanted to apologize for that other guy. He goes around sexually harassing people, and being racist in order to try to like defame my account. And part of the reason is because he was a flat earther who got really upset over the fact that I was, he was someone who was in the flat earth globe community, people who debate about flat earth and globe. And he was upset that I exposed one of his friends who had minors in his server, along with people who the owner of the server believed to be Petridios. And after I exposed his friend, that fake Irish has made it a mission to try to like make this narrative that I'm sexually assaulting women, I'm sexually harassing women, I'm being racist. And he's even talked to minors on his account in order to try to create a record that I'm doing those things. And so I want to apologize because he only came in here to be racist. He didn't come in here for any other reason than to
hold on.
do that. So I apologize.
He didn't say that you was doing it to women and stuff like. He said kids. You ain't throw that. He said kids.
He said, I think that he was doing these things to children, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. He ain't say nothing about what you said. He said kids.
Are you talking about me or are you talking about the other guy?
Yeah, the other guy. He said you said kids. He didn't say nothing about women.
Yeah, no, he goes into different lives doing different things. So in some lives, he sexually harasses women. In other lives, he talks to minors. In other lives, he's racist. In other lives, he's homophobic. In other lives, he's transphobic. He just goes from live to live to live, being very bigoted and harmful. So I'm just letting you know that,
right. I ain't saying I believe him though. I'm just saying you threw out everything but what he said. But that's all I was saying.
What was it he said that I didn't address?
He said churn.
No, that's what I was saying was that he and his friend got called out for for having minors in their server. So he's just trying to throw it back.
I said that's why I said that, because you said everything but what he said, right, about you. You said everything but what he said about you.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I thought I did address it. He goes around talking to minors in order to create fake screenshots. He does that, and then he pretends that I'm the one who's doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's doing that to protect his other friend named Planet Peterson, who had hundreds of thousands of people following his account on TikTok. Planet Peterson went around having minors in his server with people in his server who he identified as Petridios. And so because his friend got outed for being harmful to minors, they decided to try to make me look like I was the threat to minors. Does that make sense? It was projection. Like if you call someone
I know.
a rapist, they turn around. Yeah.
He came in here doing it. No, I was saying, but whenever somebody do that, like throw out that one word out there like that, we still got to be on defense because we have to.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. But I apologize for him derailing it. It's really disgusting what he does. Sorry for it even impacting your guys' conversation. I'll drop now. I don't want to.
Wait, sir. Wait.
Yeah, sure.
I missed it. What is his beef with you specifically? Are you the one who outed him?
I'm the one who outed his good friend because people come to me when there are people who are rapists or PDFs and they ask me for help. And so I investigated his friend and found that he had a server with a whole bunch of minors in it. And because I outed his friend and his friend ended up getting fired as a teacher because of it, he has this grudge against me.
Oh yeah, follow him, y'all. So we need you. When we do stuff like that, we need you.
This happens all the time. I call out really bad, disgusting people, and because they have no defense to it, their only way to defend themselves is to make my account lose credibility. So they basically try to make me out to be everything so that no one will believe what I say about them, if that makes sense.
Follow me. I can't follow you. Follow me.
Yeah, I followed you. Any other questions? Otherwise, I don't want to derail.
No. That was it. Unless they had something else for me. I don't know why it's not letting me.
All right. And as for your question, I think Carmelo's getting hard done by for sure. The question I always ask myself is, why was he being asked to leave? So that would be my thought in case you were curious. Anyway, I'm gonna drop on now.
Appreciate that. All right. Yep. Appreciate
Thanks.
that. Yep.
I want to pose something to the panel. Dominique Alexander stated that many people actually stated this. I think even 55 stated this, that there was only 2 or 3 tents. So, many different children were in other people's tents. What I'm trying to figure out is why they went after Carmelo specifically. Do y'all think like he was the only black person there?
I don't know, but we're gonna find out, aren't we?
No, I don't think he was the only BOK kid. Because there was a BOK student that gave a statement.
Yeah. And yeah, he wasn't the only. No. That was personal.
Honey, I wanna ask you a question if I could.
Yeah.
Can you? Because yesterday, remember? I don't know if you remember yesterday. I was telling you that I'm well over 40. I want to ask you if you agree with me on this, because as I said before, like I know that you were very supportive of the young woman who was urinated on, and you even said, I like what she did. I just would have tweaked it a little bit, and yet someone else took the position that she should have done something completely different. As I said, me being much older, it's just not my place to criticize anybody who's like more than half my age. So whatever side you do, this is my question. Because from what I'm seeing from y'all generation is that y'all, because we finna leave here, and this is y'all's now. From what I'm seeing from y'all seem to be very, very fearless, and I would say our generation was too. As far as our parents, I wouldn't say so.